Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Flora, and for those of you who are new, hi! I do a lot of Fruits Basket content, but today's video is going to be a little bit different. So if you all have been following me since season 2, you know that when the preview images come out for the next episode, I'm going to look at them and talk about where they are in the manga, how they compare, and it'll be a free spoiler discussion. So if anyone here is new to the series and you don't want any spoilers for anything that the anime has not shown yet, you should probably leave this video now because there will be spoilers. Overall, I was really happy with episode 1. I am super excited for this week's episode. So I have a few pictures that were released, and I actually got a couple extra ones. So I'm really excited to see. I'm not really sure what to expect. I kind of know which chapters they're gonna do, but I'm not sure what preview images they're gonna be focusing on. So I definitely think this episode will be chapters 100 and 101. So let's see the first picture. Oh, she looks so sad. All right, yeah, so this is definitely chapter 100. Let me just try to grab it quick so we have a comparison. So this is when Tohru and Kyo are talking in the classroom, and she asks Kyo hypothetically, like, oh, how would you feel if someone's curse was broken? Because she keeps thinking about what Kureno told her, and it's obviously still ruminating on her mind. But she looks kind of sad. I'm trying to think, because she asks, if there was somebody whose zodiac curse was broken, what would you think? And then he kind of answers a little harshly. He's like, what would I think? Like, cut it out, don't ask what ifs about that stuff. And then she looks down all sad, and he's like, wait, I didn't mean to like hurt your feelings or anything. But this is after he already reaches out the hand. He makes the flower and holds it out to her, and then I'm thinking this expression she's showing is potentially here, maybe right before she smiles. So I'm not sure, but she's looking at the flower, so he's definitely already holding it out to her. I bet they're gonna show Kyo too. They showed Kyo in the trailer, his kind of sad face. Oh yes! Okay, so there's gonna be some Yuki stuff in this episode too. I'm thinking it's this panel, I keep saying shot, panel right here. This is when he was doing rounds around the school, and then Machi was like searching for him, and she finally found him, and she's like, I couldn't catch up to you, I was just stubborn. And then he's thinking like, oh, she didn't go to anyone else, she wanted to see me. And then he kind of blushes like that. So I'm super excited to see that moment. It's gonna be really cute. Okay, next one. Yes. Okay, so this is when, okay, this is before she smacks him. So he has that face that we just saw, and he puts his hand on her head and he says thank you. And then it looks like they added blush marks to her, which is really nice. In the manga, she doesn't have the blush marks, but she does have them right after when she smacks the flower at his face. I just like how she gets like super flustered. It's super adorable. All right, next one. Oh, it's so sad. I kind of want to put these next to each other just because, look at that. Ugh, so sad. His face. All right, so this is where we were right here. Same as this moment. Tohru's definitely feeling overwhelmed after everything that happened recently with Kureno, and you know, she's starting to realize her feelings and that he has to go away, and she doesn't know how to cope with those feelings. So she's just saying like, I don't want to trouble him, I feel like I'm gonna cry. And that's when he reaches the flower out to her, and he definitely feels bad about what he said. But I'm really excited to see this moment because it's definitely a moment when Kyo even starts to think like, maybe she returns the feelings I have, but he doesn't want to admit it to himself at this point. All right, cool, next one. Oh, we already did this. Yes, okay. So this is when, this right here. Whoop. Right there. Oh, I keep doing the wrong page. when she's like, I think I'm gonna cry about you. Ooh. All right. We have Akito. So I'm pretty sure this episode will also do chapter 101, which is mostly about Akito and Shigure. So I'm thinking this is when Shigure brings his own paper flower to Akito, and she's asking him, do you remember the moment when they were younger? And he said, like, you know, I love you more than anyone else. And then he remembers, but he's pretending that he doesn't, and which upsets Akito. Because she says, wait, do you remember? And he says, remember what? And then her expression is probably this right here. I care about you, and that is the honest and unshakable truth, which that is the title for episode 2, so we're definitely going to be getting that moment. I'm assuming the rest of the pictures, and this is the very last picture of chapter 100. Okay, we're probably gonna get some Shigure. Ooh, okay, so this is when Kureno's on the phone with Shigure, and I'm trying to think. Let's see. Is this a flashback to when he was on the phone with Kureno? Yes. Okay. All right. So during their conversation, this is before Tohru even meets with Kureno, because remember, Shigure and him talked on the phone, and that's when he was like, oh, I'll like set this up so that she like runs into you. So Shigure is just like to the point, asking Kureno like, shouldn't you have left him, meaning Akito, for Akito's sake, and not just then, but for her sake now. And he is definitely torn and just, he's going through a hard time. Looks like he's looking out a window, which I'm guessing is that background that we see, which is nice detail. I love how the anime adds such beautiful backgrounds. Oh, actually this right here, this is definitely it. He's so desperate, it's sad. Talking about Akito, I think. Yeah, because like, as much as Kureno wants to be there for Akito, it's like, by doing that, Akito's never going to move forward, and it's always going to be dependent on Kureno, and it's just not a healthy relationship at all. All right, here we go. All right, so at first I was thinking it was this facial expression when he's on the phone with Kureno and he's like, I hate you. Just saying it how it is, but he doesn't have the phone, so let's see. This is probably when he's having a one-on-one conversation with Akito later in the chapter. And this is when Akito is kind of lashing out saying, oh, you don't remember that promise we made all those years ago? And then he's like, actually, no, I didn't forget. He quotes himself, that is the honest, unshakable truth. And Akito says, I thought you forgot. I never said I'd forgotten. So what, is that why you've been angry all this time? And then Akito just kind of gets frustrated and says, why do you test me like this? Why do you do this to me? And, yeah, this is where the story gets a little interesting with like the thing that Shigure did with that woman. Yeah, I don't know. I always thought that was like, yeah. Anyways, so this is this panel here where he says, don't you get it? The reason I slept with that woman is because you slept with Kureno. So because Akito was sleeping with Kureno, that's why he reached out to that other person and slept with her. And it made Akito jealous, whatever. So, yeah. This will be interesting to see how this plays out in the anime. Well, and then this happens. So his relationship with Akito is definitely interesting. Like, he is in love with her, but I don't know, it's just complicated because he's like, I hate you, but I love you. You know, like he even says, I want to trample her to a pulp, but I love her and I always have. So this is when Shigure tries to walk away, just saying like, let's stop talking. your mood will just get worse. I'm just gonna go for today. And then she reaches out and kisses him, and then he's like, you sure do resort to using like that type of affection quickly. And so then it kind of flashes back to their moment of when they were kids. And yeah, so this was in the trailer before they like sleep together. Yeah. Yep, and here's that. There's the flashback. Perfect. So I'm thinking this is when they kiss, and then it flashes back to him saying, I'll be here for eternity. I'll be here, holding his like heart. I'm always thinking of you. Right here. Whoop, that one. So he was like probably very early teens, I'm guessing, and she was, I don't know, 10, something like that. So then Akito blushes, and then it shows after they slept together. It's complicated. This season is definitely very drama, very soap opera, but I still love it. All right, so these are the 2 added pictures that I got. So thank you for posting in my Discord. So this is Machi after she finally finds Yuki after searching through the whole school. So he's patrolling, and she suddenly runs around the corner, and I'm guessing it's something like that. And he's like, Machi, what are you doing? Why are you so out of breath? And she's like, I was searching the entire school for you, but you keep moving around, and I can't predict where you're gonna go. Yeah, okay. So I'm thinking this is before he sees her. This is probably when he's looking out at those people. He's thinking, they don't have to be so worried about me. And then he just sees like a group of kids laughing over here. And then he's like, oh, that looks fun. But then he just kind of has this somber expression. But he smiles and keeps walking. And that's when Machi shows up. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's going to be fun. I definitely like the school moments more than the Akito Shigure moments, but I definitely think it's going to be an important episode to develop the Shigure Akito drama that's been going on. Yeah, so quick thoughts about episode 1 and season 3 as a whole. I'm kind of surprised they put Momiji in the opening just because his growth spurt is like a huge twist. Not like, I don't know, it was a surprise to me when I was reading it. Like in the manga you slowly see Momiji grow taller, and then he still has like a growth spurt where he puts on the male uniform and he's walking into school and everyone's like, who is that? So I was kind of surprised because anime onlys like didn't know that was happening, and then it's there. One thing I really liked about the opening was they decided to put Kureno and Momiji together, and I thought that was really cool because, you know, Momiji's the next one and yeah, so he can relate to Kureno in some ways later on this season, and yeah, I'm super excited to see all that. It's gonna be so good. They kind of showed some spoilery stuff with the ending, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, some of it is like stuff that didn't even happen in the series. It's like post-ending stuff. So that's what kind of was like making me worry for a second. Like, is this like the last ending? Is it only gonna be one core, like the one half of the season? But I put together a Google Doc explaining like where the chapters relate to the episodes, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a full season because there's definitely enough content. So I'm really hoping that they do that. Yeah, I'm really excited to see this season. There's gonna be a lot of really cool things that are gonna happen, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Feel free to talk in the comments. Spoilers are okay with these videos, just not my reactions, spoiler free. And I'm gonna get started on my manga comparisons again, so I'm excited to do that. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.